So this is the machine out on a counter with the beans in the hopper. I'll just do a quick summary and then I'll talk you through how it works in case you're interested, how to set it up, how to do the first latte and drink, how to select it. But overall, the machine is really, really nice, simple controls, on, off. This selects the amount of coffee you're going to make. That's for double shots, that's for single shots. This changes the grind from soft to coarse. That is for making coffee. That is for the steam wand. That is for hot water only. This changes the temperature. That's for single shot, double shot. And that's post to clean it. Once you've selected what you want, you push play to make it work. That's it. It's industrial grade material. This is so heavy duty. It lies flat for easy tamping. Comes with a tamper, really nice, heavy weight to it. Everything in it's really heavy duty quality. I mean, it is, and it also looks spectacular, and it has this quiet mark. It's the quietest semi-auto, I think, on the market. So it looks spectacular. It's quiet, makes a lovely cup of coffee with as much customization as you want, and it's KitchenAid, which is the Rolls Royce of appliances. So it should last for a long time. Round the back, it has a 2.5 litre tank, which is about the largest in class as well. So you don't have to fill it up very often. And then these, you can buy more of these bean hoppers in case someone in the house wants decaf, somebody else wants a different flavour. You can get them and just, they pop on and off with turn that dial and take them off. So you have that flexibility as well. And then it has all of the spare filter things at the back here. So you pull the drip trays, it took me ages to fill it. So you pull that out and then all the spare ones are kept in a tray at the back there, which is very nice and tidy. So everything's there. I think it's a brilliant machine. I wholeheartedly recommend it. I mean, look, it's stunning. Feels professional, makes fantastic coffee, brand you can trust. So I would recommend it without question. And now I shall show you how to make a coffee with it if you want to know how to use it. So it comes with one of the largest water containers in class, 2.5 litres. It's huge, big metal handle, which is nice. So you don't have to fill it up very much. Before you use it the first time, it comes with a filter that you have to soak for 5 minutes, and then you stick it in the end here and then clip the top on like that, and then that goes in the water hopper. So start it for the first time. You need to fill this up with water. I filled it up already with air. Turn it upside down, this plunger, then you actually no, you've got to push this button, the temperature button, plug it in, don't turn it on, hold down this for 3 seconds. Okay, and then what you do is you push this button, the play button, and then you plug this into the back and purge it through. And that primes the machine for use, apparently. So once you've conditioned it and then put the filter in there, so then you pop that on the back. It flops in there. I'll get the syringe out. Now that is ready to go. Next we've got to put the coffee in the hopper. That comes off that lid. You turn this. You can remove this. You can get other ones of these, only comes with one, but if you have different flavours of coffee you want to keep for guests or other people in the house, just pour them in here, you can get other ones. So I'll fill that up with coffee beans. So once you put your hopper back on, you twist that to release the beans down into the grinder, and then plop the lid back on. Next, you've got to choose your portafilter basket. This took me ages to find these, but they are hidden in a little tray behind the drip tray, which is great. So you have them in there, and they're based on whether you have roasted or fresh beans, double cup or single, double shot or the single shot. So depending on whether you want, if you want a latte, it's best to use a double shot, and I'm using roasted beans, so I'm going to use that one. They have a graphic on the bottom as well to help you out. And then you put the lid back on. You pop it on properly with a lip, it'll pull it back out. If you don't do that, they stay trapped in there. So that's next. And then this has a really heavy heft to it that's really nice. It feels completely industrial. It is industrial size, and listen to that. Let's put that in there. So once you've chosen the size you want, you just plop it in there. You pick how fine you want to grind, and then you do the amount. So this side is single shot, this side is double shot. This is about right. So what you do is then you push it, and you'll see it's very quiet when it grinds. Is it grinding now? And once it's ground, take it out. Oops. A bit much. And then use the tamper to flatten it off. It's got a good weight, the tamper, which is really nice. It's very satisfying. It's quite fluffy. So once you've tamped it down, you then put it in, clip it around. Then you've got to choose here. You've got these dials. That is to make coffee. That's for the milk jug. That is for hot water. This is single shot, double shot. Double shots push 2. This is your desired temperature, 1, 2, 3. We're in middle. That's only for purging it, cleaning. You don't use that. Once you set all that, you push this, and it will then make the coffee. So if you want to add hot water, you push the hot water button here, and then push play, and you add hot boiling water from the little nozzle at the front there. Purge the wand before and after you use it. The steam wand has a helpful rubber handle on it, so you move it around without getting burnt, which is great. So to make a frothy milk latte, you fill that up to about halfway, and then you plonk that under the steam wand. You've got to pull that out and plonk that in, and then you push this button here again. That's the steam, and then push play. Play always does something exciting to do. Savage. Only thing about steam wand, once you've got your milk, is it's quite difficult-ish to get the jug off. That is a nice cup of frothy milk. Yeah, that's boiling hot. And then finally for your latte. So that is how you make a cup of coffee with the KitchenAid.
This is the KitchenAid semi-automatic coffee maker. The instructions are very sparse. Turns out that if you pull out the drip tray, which is refusing to go out at the moment, there's actually spare portafilters. I've got 2 of them actually in the wash at the moment, hidden in the back, just behind the drip tray. There are QR codes hidden around the machine that actually link out to sections of the manual online, rather than giving you a proper written guide. You've got coffee grinding amounts. There are 2 presets for the single and double cups, but you can also fine adjust between them. You've also got the coarse to fine grind. It's been certified by Quiet Mark as supposedly being a very quiet machine. I'm going to do the grind now. It's quieter than my fully automatic machine, but it's not quite quiet. It's still noticeable. And if there's somebody sleeping elsewhere in the house, they are probably going to be woken up by it. The portafilter has a flat bottom, which is quite useful, because you can put it directly on the surface to temp. There is a line inside of the portafilter to show you where to tamp it down to, which is just about visible around here. We can then place the portafilter into the machine, looking it all the way around. As you can see, it is possible to do it one-handed. You've then got whether you're looking to make actual coffee, steam or water, 1 or 2 cups, the temperature you want. There's also a descale thing. We're not going to be descaling today. Put the mug under. Doesn't seem to get a massive amount of pressure up when it's producing it. That may be down to the grind size and the amount of tamping pressure that I'm getting. There is included also a frothing jug, decent sized bean holder, holds about a normal 200 gram bag of beans from the supermarket. We've got a steam wand which can also be used for water for topping up your drinks. Overall, it's an alright machine. I think the shock of coming from a fully automatic to a semi-automatic is a bit of a downside. It's not the one-touch operation that you're used to, which is a bit of a problem if you've got a partner who does coffees for you in the morning, or at least offers to, because it makes it a little bit harder to do on your own than a fully automatic machine. However, it is well made. It is quite well thought out. They've used a lot of the storage volumes for various things. Of course, you've got more space on top. There's a removable water tank. There is a filter in there. We did have a little bit of a leak the first time I set the tank in, but I've since managed to sort that out. I like that it's almost all stainless steel on the outside, as my fully automatic machine had plastic, and that managed to melt in one place when a baking tray was pressed up against it by mistake. So having stainless steel, at least we don't have to worry about that. One thing that would have been nice included in this, just so you've got a full set to get going with, is some sort of knockout box to get rid of your pucks afterwards. Overall, as I say, it's a well made, quite well thought out machine. It does take a bit of messing around with to get the settings right, depending on your beans. But it's good. It's a lot quieter. It's not absolutely quiet, but it's quieter than most other machines. And yeah, good machine if you're looking for a semi-automatic.